Music. Hello, welcome back. We have a creature on our head. You know, I had my original model loaded, but I was looking at it and the neck looks so strange. It almost makes me want to swap back to it for a second. Hold on. No creature though. Maybe it's just the way my camera's positioned. I don't know. My neck looks so short and weird. Oh, what was that? I saw a thing happen but didn't see any kind of on-screen anything. I like how it landed on my head. Let's go! That little blossom baby. How cute. I would put on the other model and ruin the surprise because I'm terrible at surprises. But she currently has no clothes on, so I can't do that. It's illegal. It's illegal. Being perfect. You want me to get banned? How silly. I wonder, does everybody exist that's going to for the moment? Probably. I wanted to mention some schedule related things. I can't do that without switching. I'd have to like close. I'd have to close the model so you can't see it at all. Anyway. Yeah, it's old me. The difference between this model and the one I'm currently retexturing is it's not bad. Obviously it probably looks more in line with like what I wanted it to look like, but customizables are only so customizable. This one doesn't have that attached to it. I could make it probably. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, obviously I can do that. Wow. Anyway, keep getting distracted because Saya's like, boobs, please. Anyway. Oh, hush. Oh, hold on, I forgot to turn that. Forgot to turn that on like a cooldown. Alright. It should work now for this one as well, if I did that correctly. I've been doing it a lot lately, so it should be good. Anyway, keep trying to mention fucking things that I'm forgetting. It's boob. It's boob! Anyway. So, jeez. assuming this is one of, if not the last week we're playing this Danganronpa, which I'm not super sure because I don't know how much is left really. I could spoil myself and look, but I'm not doing that right now. So today and tomorrow, and then next week, Silent Hill F, we're gonna try to get the joke ending. Like, actually try this time without fucking up, because I have to play more game anyway, since I got to the end and it wasn't over, or it wasn't an ending rather. Anyway, so for now, Monday, Tuesday I have set for Silent Hill, and then Friday and Saturday, if we're not doing any more Danganronpa, because I want to finish it, I am probably gonna shove Nie no Hakoniwa in there, which is another visual novel with like funny gore in it and stuff. So hopefully it's censored. I think it's censored. Yeah, my younger sister, my younger self, I think you mean, went through a fucking time loop. We're back. We're mature again. We're more mommy than we were before. Except for when we say certain things, then we just sound like we're having sex. Ah. I need to go to JAST and make sure what I'm telling you guys is true. So, Nie no Hakoniwa, Dollhouse of Offerings. I did buy it on Steam and not JAST, but let's see. Gore and SFW. It does have mosaics in this version, so I assume that the Steam version also has mosaics. They've probably also cut a bunch of shit out like they do. So that is what it is. Oh, JAST is also having a summer sale, which I never got my affiliate with them, but if I did, I would tell you to go look at the summer sale, which you should do anyway, because JAST. It's better to buy visual novels through JAST anyway, because they're uncut. Generally, they're uncensored. And you don't have to have an online connection to play them, unlike Steam. Anyway. So, for the moment at least, it's probably going on the schedule if Danganronpa's done. Otherwise, it might not. But just be aware, it's another gory thingy. I mean, I do want the cut stuff. I don't want shit to be cut out of my visual novels. That's why when I read Cyanoth, I decided that it was a good idea to play the uncut version on the stream. And then after that, obviously, Sunday's TFT day, so TFT. I will say, from the 29th to, the 29th to the 5th of August is, like, League time, so probably playing League of Legs for that week. I might have an odd streaming schedule that week in general, just to do more than I normally would. And then, yeah, I know, it's crazy. No, but Riot's doing a thing with Twitch, so it's kind of like, I would like to capitalize on it, basically. So you can, if you like, you can come watch me be really bad at League of Legends. And then after that, you can come back and watch me read more gore porn, so, you know, it's like my brand or whatever. Danganronpa's really tame comparatively. I could have put like Chaos Head in the slot that I'm putting fucking Nie no Hakoniwa in, but I don't know if I want to read Chaos Head after Danganronpa. Sorry, I'm stalling because I'm eating a fucking fudge round. You ever just want some absolute trash? Oh right. I have my nabe on still, huh? Oh right, so yeah, that reminds me. I need to send you the template for the Nuzlocke at some point so you can look at it. See if what I want to do is doable or dumb, basically. We love gore porn in our Twitch streams. It's my favorite. Which is totally legal, I'm pretty sure, if I just label it correctly. As long as there's no actual porn being shown. But oh man, you say gore in a YouTube video thumbnail or title, that shit gets so age restricted so fast. I've had shorts get age restricted, literally containing nothing offensive, just a word exists. It's very funny to me. I'm not even monetized on YouTube. Anyway. Let me do this while I'm thinking about it. Fuck. Do I have it open? Do I have it open? Fuck no, I don't have it open. I closed it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna send Asaya a thing and then not have the thing open anymore. I must have closed it earlier when I was closing all my tabs. Ow. I feel like there's gonna have to be some... There's gonna have to be some editing to this. Anyway. I don't know. Did you look up like the duration or... Anyway. So I sent you my Google Drive document for the Nuzlocke, and you can just message me about that shit. I don't want to spoil anything on stream. Obviously, you're included in this, but you're my mod, so sorry. You just don't get to see the model. Alright. Alright, now that I have remembered to do a thing that I meant to do, I'm gonna start playing this game. This should be, maybe, the final class trial, assuming, because this is about Mukuros. So, hopefully. Where the heck were you? Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? They were fucking in the tool shed. Photos ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What? Are you jealous? Hey. I mean, we weren't fucking in the tool shed, but... Alright, thank you. I don't think it's stressful what I do. I may have some... ambitions that are a little unobtainable. But, I mean, that's kind of just part of this. I kind of have to shoot a little higher than I normally would, or nothing happens. Kind of. Are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking, embrace yourselves. He'll be here any second. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. Yeah. Hey, it's kind of your fault anyway. You've told me to try to strive for more than this, but I still don't. I still don't feel like I should, but I'm gonna try at least. I mean, Saya's at work, and he goons at work probably, not physically, just in his head. Monokuma never showed up? Whoa. Stood there for a full 5 minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here? Or... Oh. Or what? Jesus. Yeah. See, that's how you do it. Saya says he can't edge for more than 20 minutes, but he's clearly a fucking liar. Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
In other words...
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. No, Kyoko's not here. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange for punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. Kyoko has returned to the game.
Hey.
Hi, I'm here. No rules have been broken. Kyoko, you're still alive? No, it's a ghost! It's a ghost! Stop talking. If you wanna fight, do it in the class trial. You need to save some fun for later, right?
What?
But it is okay that they- oh god. Oh, it's Sari. Okay. Is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late? Dude, Takumi, shut the fuck up. Whoa. Man, Chobi's still so big. I need to fix that. I need to redraw that also. I need to make it myself, I think. Is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? All these bitches. I'll make sure you're sorry later. Damn it. Now that I've thought about this, I need to write it down on my fucking sticky note. I hate it. Yoko, you really didn't die?
Indeed.
I don't know how we thought anybody thought that Yoko was dead. Oh, I forgot to mention. I did order some Riftbound cards, so it's a good chance that I'll maybe do an opening stream for them at some point. I don't know when they'll be here. They're on pre-order. And if you don't know what that is, I can't help you. It's just League's card game. No, you didn't just use a fucking Ultra Ball on a Wormhole. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, man. Oh, now my controller works. The fuck? Whatever. Alright. Thank God, I'm glad you're okay. Perhaps that's not necessarily a good thing for us, since when? What do you mean poor people problems, motherfucker? You don't need to use an Ultra Ball on a Wormpole. He's a nothing. He's just a little guy. He'll get in the ball. Huh? He's right. Now we gotta deal with a ghost. God damn it, Hagakure. This dumbass. Told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Ah! Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. That's because he thought she died and now he feels like a dumb fuck. Haha, I caught the Wormpole. Suck my dick. Overcompensation problems or something. No, I don't want that much ass, thank you. Call me a nerd. You obviously love it, so this is not an insult. Anyway. Call, who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Alright, what's up? Where you been? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to get somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
I went on an investigation of the second floor of the dorms. Second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Oh god. I took some time to go over the crime scene first, but I couldn't go to a trial completely uninformed. Makes sense?
However...
I'm sorry I kept y'all waiting, but if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then what's the key What? Then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. Yep. Kyoko. She has the master key.
just a second.
Alright.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current
It would
situation.
seem...
This is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. I mean, for everybody, but yeah. You know what I haven't checked in a while? My metrics on this. I know I haven't sold any of the Oshi Bubbles because I don't have my own, but... I still try to check. $79 clicks on the link at least. I don't think it counts it when I do it, but I think that's okay. It's pretty decent. When I do get approved for it, I might just ask you guys what sense you want, because the one I put in for might not be available. In case, you know, it's not, I'll have to ask you guys what you like.
Goodbye.
Off we go to the trial! Alright. Just overthinking what she said, right? Makoto, you don't overthink anything. Being the last one, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time the clanging was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. Mental, I said metal. Mental. What am I guilty of? Having a fat ass? Because, yeah, I am. Pretty guilty of that. In that dusty darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, still and silent. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. The dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. Ow, my eyes. It was the blinding light of despair. I mean, no, because I can't turn my VTuber model around.
I can't wait!
There is no backside to my model. I don't think I can really retexture the clothing to make my ass look fat. You just have to use your imagination. You've seen the thighs, so if the correlation's there, the thighs and ass are about the same proportional like size. There's some ass back there. I'm sure it's just as jiggly as my thighs. Case is closed. Whose closed? Oh. Oh, I can't. I hate seeing exclusive merch for things that I really like that are like for other countries and it won't release here. Time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Chills! Chills! Kills!
Whoa. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Say Roto? I really should change my font because I can hardly read half of the names. It is. Okay. The show must go on. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. I'm not reading this. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Actually, I don't think I need this. Oh, I have so many skill points. Crazy. No, that one, what is this? Increases an argument to 3 statements or less. I might have to take that. Oh. I think that's illegal, guys. Alright, here we go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Okay.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
Oh?
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
What?
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
Oh my god, Hagakure.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much
This man.
ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Easy.
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
I got it! I'm
Glove.
talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Because
And would you happen
Scar.
to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
no.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Dude, Hagakuri's dumb as hell. Damn it, Saya. Why couldn't it actually be a Gengar? Also, all of your badges give you away worse than ever. I like Gengar. How dare you? What should I go with here?
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt
No,
up in
that's
the
not right.
explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Nope.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing because that corpse
God
is
damn it, all right.
absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I hate that this is part of the fucking trial.
The dead body wasn't...
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves because that corpse
No?
is
Should I hit the
absolutely
pink
Kyoko.
text?
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko. Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body was...
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing because that corpse is
No,
absolutely
okay, that's
Kyoko.
not the right word.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Or not the right phrase. Damn it.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Okay, I think it's
This
this one
entire
then.
discussion is
Idiotic.
Add time.
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body was...
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
Oh my
is
God.
absolutely...
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I hate it here.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body wasn't...
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Nope, that's not it either. What the hell?
Shoot! That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Alright, the nails maybe, I
Okay,
guess.
then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Oh yeah, I do.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Imagine listening to that superfluous
Well,
information.
yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
God
is
damn it.
absolutely...
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I was reading the chat, not paying attention.
That Kyoko. Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body was...
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Big nails. Slowpoke.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty
Sure.
big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Indeed.
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
We know that already.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
You still wasted an Ultra Ball.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. Shoot!
Nah, maybe not.
If Kyoko really is, then who died?
There's gotta be I don't think so. And there wasn't any description in the Monaco. Oh, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else
What the
we can
fuck?
do,
Alright.
right? If Kyoko really... Then who died?
There's gotta be I don't think
What?
so. And there wasn't any description. Oh, if we can't identify...
No!
But
Silence, anime woman.
oh,
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What?
I haven't seen that
For
one
real?
before.
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it.
That-
To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
Okay, thank you.
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is the wolf. Why am I doing Hangman's Gambit for this?
Now I understand.
Sometimes
The
these are just
representation
really
of
dumb.
Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf face. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Eh,
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
No.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead?
No.
And now we have to have a last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
That's not what her profile says anyway.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
No. She wasn't.
Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then one of us killed Mukuro?
No. Well,
Wait,
no.
no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Shoot!
I'm sure you realize who
Am I
I'm
supposed to
talking
just
about,
be like
right, Makoto?
myself and
Who the
Kyoko?
evidence points to?
Dumb.
Got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after
Kogumi's
nighttime
dumb.
last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis.
Yep.
The only ones without alibis
Are me, and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
Terrible.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm...
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Yep. Easy, actually. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Do that after clear was... Okay, yeah. Yay.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
No, that's not the right one.
Shoot!
We've established a time that took place somewhere between 9 o'clock, yep, and
Yeah, from 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit. So Makoto,
if you have any objections, now would be the time.
we've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
No, it's wrong! Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
Oh.
How dare you spew such indecent words?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Jesus Christ.
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
It proves it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. Oh, right. He did say it like 4 times, where he was like, No, the top of the body's fucking
I admit nothing.
wet,
I
but the
hate
bottom
you.
isn't.
No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on!
I failed. I always fail these ones.
Is this really I refuse to give up yet.
God.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me?
Oh my God.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! How can you...
This should prove it. Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Yeah.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac! I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
Yeah, water.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
I mean, sort of. For me, Mukuro's killer is Kyoko, but no.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Yeah.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Nope.
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Jeez.
Interesting.
I feel
I'm
I feel
listening.
betrayed.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
The funny tarp we found.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp,
Yeah.
aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
Yeah, we should put this at another. I don't know what time this
But why
happened.
would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Bait and switch.
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Cause she's just trying her best. No, I can't think about that right now. Yeah, alright. The tarp. It was used the way Kyoko said. The tarp must have been touched. It must have touched the body, right? Yeah, there's no blood on it. The body.
Wait.
And what might that be?
Don't worry. I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. After a few what Kyoko said. Alright. Okay.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Sure.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water, since it was facing down
Okay,
toward the
I see
body.
that way.
Of course it didn't get dirty.
I mean, yeah, everybody keeps dying. It's kind of the
Covering
point.
the
This is
body
a killing
killer
game.
So the reason that is because the spring, but the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Shit, it's the other one.
Shoot!
I did it in the wrong order again.
By covering the body, the killer prevented.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side.
What the hell?
Shoot!
Oh, am I gonna have to do the thing right?
By covering the body with the tarp,
The killer prevented.
So the reason the tarp was because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally
It's because that side was protected from the water, since it was facing down toward the body. Of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh, okay. There was a third option I didn't even see.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that it's because the spring,
but the underside, it was totally
it's because that side, since it was facing down, of course it didn't get dirty.
I can't. I hate those things so much.
The killer prevents.
So the reason that because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side was since it was facing down toward the. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
Damn it. I hate
By
this.
covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side, since it was facing. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side, since it was facing down toward the. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
Nope, I missed it again.
By covering the body,
I just can't
So the
aim,
reason
I
that
guess.
because
I don't
the
know.
spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side, since it was facing down. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
Son of a bitch! You still hit the pink text. I hate this.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that because the spring.
Danganronpa's
the
a
underside, it was
murder
totally- it's 'cause
mystery
that side,
game.
Since it was face. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
Okay, I'm just. Hold on.
By
Then why are
covering
you
the body, the
asking?
killer
Are you
prevents.
asking why I
So
can't
the reason
fucking
that
aim?
because the
Because
spring,
I don't
but
have
the
an answer
underside,
for
it was
that.
Totally, it's because that side, since it was facing. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
Ah!
By covering the body,
I
the
know
killer
the
prevents.
answer. I just can't hit
reason
it.
the tarp was because the spring, but the underside, it was totally spot. It's because that side, since it was facing down. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
I'm gonna scream again.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that because the spring, but the underside, it was totally spot. It's because that side was protected. Since it was facing down. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
Okay, you know what? Cinematic.
By covering the body with the tarp,
This is just a game
the
mechanic.
killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason
It's not
the
as
tarp
bad
was
as
really
like
dirty
the
on one
rhythm
side
thing,
is because the sprinkler got that side
but
wet.
But the underside of the
the
tarp,
fact that the pink text like
It was
interrupts
totally
your shit
spotless,
is
right?
annoying.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body,
You know?
of course it didn't get dirty.
See? I just hit the pink text every fucking time and not the text I'm trying to hit.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that because the spring, but the underside
I have 10
was
whole
totally
minutes to do this.
That side, since it was facing, of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh my god. Maybe I should wait a few more seconds. Every time I feel like I wait too long, the fucking text disappears before I can hit it.
But the underside, it was totally. It's because that side, since it was facing down, of course it didn't get dirty.
Yeah, see? Every time I wait a few extra seconds, it just disappears before I can hit it.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side, since it was facing, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, I hate it here.
By covering the body,
The killer
I'm not
prevents.
So the
downloading an
reason that-
aimbot
because
for
the
this
spring- but the
garbage.
underside, it was totally. It's because that side was since it was facing. Of course it didn't get dirty.
by covering the body with the killer prevented it.
So the reason that because the spring, but the underside, it was.
Is there
totally
like another
spotless.
mechanic that I can use? Okay.
Since it was facing down toward the. Of course it didn't get dirty.
I'll figure it out. Don't
By
worry.
covering the
I
body,
just
the
read
killer
the
prevents.
So the
thing
reason
again.
that because the sprinkler got
Yeah.
that side, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side was since it was facing. Of course it didn't get dirty.
It still didn't matter. Let's go.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from.
So the reason that because the spring,
but the underside of the tarp, it was
Sift the
totally
shift tree?
spotless, right?
it's because that side since it was facing. Of course it didn't get dirty.
No, the pink text is still too close. So I can't hit it. I'll waste a fucking Ultra Ball on this Pokemon.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that it's because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side was since it was facing. Of course it didn't get dirty.
Fuck!
No, that's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Yep.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just
Are you
washing
being
the one
paid to
side
say
wouldn't
that?
hide anything.
I didn't pay you to say that.
True.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Yeah. Hey, look, we caught it.
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Oh.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No.
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
What? What? Oh, chicken blood. Chicken blood!
I got it!
Got it! There's a chicken missing.
Could it have been chicken blood?
Chicken blood.
What? Chicken blood?
Dude,
When I checked the chicken coop
I'll
before the murder,
tell y'all this
there were 5
anecdote in a
chickens.
second.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the
very
killer
funny.
had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway,
Probably.
there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to
I mean,
avoid
maybe,
the
yeah.
water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
Yeah.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
In fact.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
Yeah.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's
Yeah.
actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Yeah.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. they'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
I'm being thrown under the bus
Don't
again.
bother saying it's not possible.
Oh,
I must admit, Kyoko's
I got
reasoning is
smacked,
sound.
but I didn't get a
Makoto's
notification as
alibi
to
is
why.
Inadequate.
I have been smacked. Oh, I meant to explain a thing and I forgot. Oh, nice! 4 months, huh? Have I really been streaming that long? Holy shit. Ugh. Sure, it's
Well
not
then,
that long
looks
in the
like we're
grand
back
scheme
to
of things,
square
but
one.
for me it feels like a long time.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
Also, I was gonna mention when they said chicken blood a lot, so every time I hear the words chicken blood, I get flashbacks to fucking the movie Kangaroo Jack, where it's just oh man, you just hear kangaroos saying fucking chicken blood as an insult, obviously. I just think it's very funny. Yeah, I know. We're gonna do this for years. Anyway, I'll be right back real fast, actually. Alright. I should have got more water. Oh well. Alright.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50
You can't
odds.
just flip a fucking coin.
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
Terrible idea.
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Yep.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Yeah, it's the one we were given this knife to protect it or whatever. Yep.
The knife we gave to Makoto?
you don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
You didn't really point it out, but somebody took it, so it's, yeah.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed.
Shut up.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
I had to prove I didn't murder anyone. Alright. See what we see. Guy's dead body, exploded body analysis fragments.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no
No!
question.
You took that knife.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Oh, shut up, Tucker.
The knife we found, it's the same one. It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it.
Just because I had that automatic?
Well,
Getting stabbed is what
No, that's wrong. Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Yeah.
lies. We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The
We just
killer
talked about all
covered
the
the
elaborate
dead
shit they
body
had
with
to
the
do.
tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Yeah.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
No, there's no way. Oh my god. Definition of body was down very Shouldn't it just be the file?
I got it!
Okay, yeah.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Yeah.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward.
Yeah.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but... what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden
Found the
like that?
thing. Changed Chingling?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you.
Chingling.
I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
That's what happened.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Meh. Why is it me? You have a mouth.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Yeah.
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's
No.
only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible
Oh my
suspect.
god. Please
You,
stop
Kyoko.
going in circles.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Eh. Her ultimately killed the victim. Monokuma file number 5. Oh, okay.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well,
Yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
and more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The
I don't know which of these I'm
victim's
supposed to
fatal injury
hit.
has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion
Oh, you know
didn't
what,
kill-
actually.
And it wasn't me then.
Oh yeah! That's gotta be it!
And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined,
No?
correct?
Alright.
Shoot!
I wonder how I'm supposed to approach this.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury.
The explosion didn't kill-
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me then.
Oh yeah! That's gotta be it!
There was evidence that showed
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Am I just
correct?
supposed to hit this? Okay, no. Yeah, okay. I might fuck up and lose right here. Oh no! No, I think I
Then,
know.
shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion
I
didn't
probably
kill-
did it backwards.
And it wasn't me then.
Oh yeah! That's gotta be it!
there was that. And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
No?
Shoot!
I really don't know how I'm supposed to approach this.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
No, I really
body.
don't know what it wants me to hit here.
Shoot!
Murdered me. I have died.
Is this...
Yeah, we're gonna try again.
I refuse to give up yet!
I don't know how it wants me to answer this question. Like, obviously the multiple wounds to her body probably what killed her.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah.
Alright,
She was already
And it wasn't me because
I don't
of the
know.
nut and then there's
I
only
really
one
want to
other-
just hit everything once.
That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Yeah, it's fine. If I lose again, it's fine.
Then shall we continue the debate?
The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me. And then there's only one other.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on...
And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue
continue the debate.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it!
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be
The
determined.
explosion didn't kill her.
Well,
Yeah?
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right?
No. Shoot. Fine, I'm just testing everything to see what the fuck it wants me to say.
then shall we continue? The victim's fatal...
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me. And then
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed
I hit
she
this
was
one
hit
already,
on
I don't know why I
the
did
back
it
of her head.
again. Okay, so I've hit everything with just the Monokuma file
Then
answer.
shall we continue the debate?
So what
The
does
victim's
it...
fatal injury has yet to be
the
determined.
explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me. And then
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
No. I swear it's the fucking thing Kogami says. I don't understand why it's not right. No, we're not doing that. Nope.
Is this really the end for all of us?
No.
I refuse to give up yet!
Oh.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
the The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even done.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Why didn't that? It didn't hit.
The explosion didn't
Well, yeah. She was already
totally dead.
and it wasn't even done.
I mean, yeah, I think so, but
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered
I feel like
countless
I've
wounds
hit
across her
everything
entire
once,
body.
but
Then shall we continue the debate?
The victim's
fatal injury has yet
I didn't mean to absorb that. Now I have to go back through.
well,
Yeah. She was already totally dead.
And it wasn't even done.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the...
and more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then shall we continue? The victim's
fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Okay.
No,
God.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
They definitely
And
matter.
we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh! I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Eh.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Nice.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I don't actually remember, but wait, is that... Is it the fucking arrows? It's gotta be, right? It's the only thing in here that's a weapon. Oh. Alright.
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her.
No shit.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Yeah.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right! I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Can't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about the weapon. Is there? Oh shit, a Tauros?
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker. I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound too.
Well, It said the weapon must have been about it. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No, that's
Talking back
that's
to
not
me,
gonna
you
work.
have no right!
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
You sure?
You don't sound.
Well, it said the weapon must. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No? Hmm.
Shoot!
The titanium arrow.
Oh.
It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
You sure?
You don't sound.
Well, it said the weapon must have. It seems like an arrow would just.
Huh.
No, that's wrong.
Forgot about the duct tape in this game also.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another
Nobody
weapon.
caught the Toros, no.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
Oh my god, stop.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
Yeah.
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I guess. The key, maybe? Because it was in her room?
I got it!
Yeah.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was right here.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb.
To be fair, the only person who has
That
access
key
to your
is
room
just
is
the final piece of the
Togami,
puzzle.
so it just
Your
makes him look
non-existent
guilty
alibi.
instead.
You're clear. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Yeah, of course she said that she was protecting me. It's probably true. I mean, all the rooms have cameras in them, so... Maybe.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know?
That's the only thing I have here?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room. But could I really have done that?
Oh.
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya.
Master would never...
There's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated it. You said I hid
And then left the locker key in my own room. But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya.
Master would never...
There's proof that you aren't the... Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier.
Oh.
You said I hid and
I
then left the
completely
locker.
lost over it.
Could
The
I
first
really
part of
have
the
done
sentence split up.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya.
Master would never...
There's
Proof that you aren't the...
No, that's wrong.
I mean, no, it's right. There is proof that she's not the killer.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Because
Because
fucking
she had
Byakuya
given her
has the
room
key.
key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your
Well, what else
room...
do we mean?
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It
I need more
would appear
fucking
not.
water.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
I'll be right back. said I'd be right back. I went to make water. Or, well, I meant to get water and then I made game effects. Fix my fucking chair. Alright. It's not actually true. What isn't true? Did I miss what was just said? It's a clear contradiction with Kyoko told us. Yeah, I know. But only you know that, not her, not anybody else. Trying to save her is a desperate lie. Oh. Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? There's some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier. You vote for me and I die here, then the truth will stay forever hidden, yeah. Why I can't let that happen? This trap, yeah. Mastermind's trap. The mastermind's trying to trap Kyoko? I don't know. Probably not specifically her. What should I do? Oh. The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Okay, we're just pondering still. Yeah. Oh. Okay, hold on. Is this like an ending branch tree thing? There's a pig in my chat? If this is like an ending branch. I can't. Are you telling me I can't like save the game right here? I don't actually know. Yeah, it is. It's because that region's set in France, technically. How come Runaway doesn't have like a description on what ending it leads to? So if we pursue this, it leads to the bad end. So I guess we'll see that real quick.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
All right.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Yeah.
I didn't have the key to my room. Because I'd given it to Byakuya.
There's no doubt of that.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
And when we searched Kyoko's
Okay,
room,
how did that
how
work?
else could the
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the... I didn't have because I'd given it. There's no doubt of that.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Too much pink tag.
when we searched Kyoko's, how else could the
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only
Literally has a
explanation.
thingy.
I didn't have because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that.
You are correct.
So I couldn't
Possibly have gotten into my room.
Fuckers.
No, it's wrong.
Wrong.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Some super cool. We can open any lock in the school.
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school. Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape. So I lost. That's all this means.
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished! The class trial is all over!
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out! So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you! But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Yeah. I chose to go for the bad ending first. No. That's the answer Monokuma wanted us to get. Something's wrong with the whole class trial. Yeah.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Spooky.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Mm. Oh, it is just Makoto's ending, but instead of him, it's Kyoko there. After school lesson. for me. You stop thinking about it. I still don't think this is correct. This was over. There was never a single murder at Hope Peak ever again. Yeah, I bet. Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. Gross. Okay, goodbye.
No! This isn't right!
No, it's not. I like how it's implied that they all just had sex with Mina and
Makoto,
had
why are you
kids with
staring
her,
off into
and
space?
they all look
Don't you have a rebuttal for
I don't know.
Kyoko's claim?
close in age. Bye. I don't need to look at all this again. I already know to not go that route. But yeah, no. So let it go. Made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind traffic Kyoko needs.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So
Yeah.
that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Excuse me.
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over!
What? Time's up?
That's not how that works.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Wow.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
At this point, he doesn't care. He just wants to get rid of Kyoko or Makoto, so it really doesn't matter who it is. So much for following his own rules.
Sorry.
You say so, bro.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
No, we didn't.
Hey!
same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Time for your heart pounding, positively thrilling.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it
Okay.
everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Indeed. So same death scene, but with Makoto. Altaria. Oh shit. Let me have that. Yeah.
This is...
Alter ego. Some stupid virus from that stupid guy. He must have planted it when he invaded my network.
It would seem...
Seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
In other words...
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? You barely felt the thing, it was a pinch and it... The stupid virus is gone now, got it, and so is Makoto. Maybe I don't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage pit, in a way, is even better than special punishment. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Calm down. In other words...
What did you say?
So...
Academy brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set free for life. Or, you'll be set for life, god damn it. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things that you need to attend the school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you are scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. I'm awake. I'm alive. Am I just having flashbacks? What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk out in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Oh. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? Dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because of the stench of my invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. Must have been some kind of underground garbage pit. A hell of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of all my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? I mean, maybe. Is this what that looks like? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember it all too well. Alter Ego saved me. He used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. Yep. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First step was to start looking for a way out of here. There's literally a big ass door up here. Yep, it's locked. No matter, yeah, obviously. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. I'm sure there's a metal pick and a thing you can use to turn the levers in there. Ew, food in here? There's plenty of food, but it's all rotten. Yeah, you don't say. But that was pointless too. Next I search for some water. How can I be sure which liquid I can drink? That's a terrible idea. Ugh. I would love to just pick up liquid off the floor and drink it too. It's great. It's a terrible fucking idea, bro. Alright. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. Yeah, I figured. Sleep. Okay, I didn't even realize I caught that Altaria. I didn't even go back and check. Did you set your buddy? You have to like go down to the interface box and actually set a favorite Pokemon, basically, that like follows you, quote unquote. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. Oh no, you can't. There are no extensions on mobile. Unfortunately. What fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. It was Kyoko! What the? A strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. Oh, as I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Something fell down over there? Something fell from above. What it could have been. It could have been a human. Giant piece of trash just fell down here. Carefully stretched my hands out toward whatever had tumbled down here with...
Just a second.
Yeah, giant piece of trash. Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. Yay, it's the iconic Kyoko
awful.
with ramen on her head. This place smells awful.
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious I'm here to help you? I'm glad to hear that. You got a bit of garbage in your hair.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Yay, it's bread and water! You? Yep, I don't need to, yeah. Yay, food. Of course I haven't given up. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Yeah. So what, are we leaving? You have your key with you? But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
Pay a debt? Or no, to atone? Yeah, atone.
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. And you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, I'm not trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive no matter the cost. Why? Tell me.
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive is so that I can do what I came to the school to do. I made up my mind to come to Host Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Host Peak?
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once.
Until
recently, I'd forgotten what it was. I forgot. Yeah, I had no memory of what my purpose was. A memory? That's impossible. She's got amnesia. Then is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind that stole my memory. Oh, yeah. Really? You can use extensions on mobile? That's whack. Every time I open mobile Twitch, I get cringed out and I leave. Because it's cringe. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my abilities, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Correct.
Well, I don't make too big of a deal out of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Mastermind, one of us. I don't know. No, I mean I cringe at Twitch, but I am also cringed at myself. At least Twitch Mobile. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do myself, which is why I asked you to help me. Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind, that was just intuition, but your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
Oh, cool. That's neat. I understand.
I should
Yeah.
understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here.
Oh, hey, we're having like a weird, we had like a weird premonition before when we were sick.
It's to stay here.
Yeah, it's like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
Yeah. Oh god. Where is... Oh, my bitrate's losing its fucking mind. Am I crazy? Oh, hold on. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that it's just her personality. Yeah, it's fair. Can I yell at the door now? Again? I was just talking to her, but okay. So you had a reason for doing all the investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability? My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective, obviously. Like, that one's obvious as hell, but sure. Oh. Mabostiff. I don't even know what that is. Is that a bull mastiff Pokemon that I've never seen before? The ultimate detective. And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. Did you to find someone? Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Yeah.
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Yep, here goes Dad. Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way, yeah.
no matter what?
Yeah. I mean, a bull mastiff is a big dog. I've never seen that before, so I just figured it was like from like Galar or something, regions I haven't played, which would make sense. Or it could be an English mastiff, I guess. It doesn't have to be a bull mastiff.
So,
Well, dog names are strange, so. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but when I didn't say that I would protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I had seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. the Pokemon that dude in Scarlet has, the sandwich guy. Oh, okay, I remember. I feel like that's the only part I remember because he shows up so fucking much to give you sandwiches for your bike Pokemon. I should probably play that game at some point so I can experience the scuff. Yeah. Yeah. Then what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, and the desk drawers were dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind,
It's
right?
true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
Indeed.
Wow. The layout of the entirety of Post Peak. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed the second floor was the home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that what my purpose was, or my purpose was to find the owner of the room. God damn. I feel like it might be worse even because if I stream it right, the capture card might nuke it also. Dude. Wonder if there's a way to update it.
However...
Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? Try to describe, all I can say is the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than I ever imagined.
So...
Can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Really ominous. It's really ominous.
However...
Yeah. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikubasa was to get me killed. Yeah. Get you killed.
Indeed.
I stole the key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. Oh, okay.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. I mean, because of the school regulations.
That's right.
Yep. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Host Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they can't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. Yep, makes sense to me. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
Here's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro. There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh yeah, that shit. All this.
I
can hear the footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases like this.
Anyway.
This is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
their murder was disguised and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try to kill you because he couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, it is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but it seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it mean?
In other words,
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. Just a little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Other? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and he's dead. But I don't think ultimate despair is just one person.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. Talking
That's right.
about what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Tragedy, whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair.
It would seem
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
indeed.
They're the root of all evil. Alright then. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Wow. We finished the chapter! Let's go! Got an item. Dream Island Rocket. Okay. Sure, we'll save right here. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Kinda. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Locked, but we have a way to open the store. Yeah, Kyoko should be able to just open the store. Yeah, right? It feels like this has been going on forever. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. You can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
And we should be able to use it on that door, right? Yeah, hopefully. Hey Kyoko, can we use that key yours to open the store?
It's true.
Find out. Kyoko took out the key with Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. It opened!
Indeed.
Now we can get out of here. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Let's go! Finally, we're finally free, but there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. The ultimate pain, suffering, despair, execution, and death. Nice. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long, I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, okay. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long? Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. How come? It's like your family tradition, right?
Right.
Because we take pride in it.
Indeed.
Pride. A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Honestly, this is probably the best thing ever that I've heard this woman say. It's pretty obvious, though. It comes off in her actions and mannerisms that she tries her best to stay neutral. Except for this last trial where the objective was to murder her. So, you know, that's fine, though, I think. She'd probably not die.
It's true.
Kind of an old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. So that explains a lot of things. Before I came here, I was looking up the info about the school online. I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
Amarua? Isn't that like the... Is that the funny fossil Pokemon I'm thinking about? I don't know. Anyway. And yet, I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, was all because of how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect. I have absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. What? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. She's such a strange one.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it? I want to sever all ties with him. What? Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented and had promising future.
However,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
Yay. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me, because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name, and every part of me is happy that he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live, and that's what everyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. There's one more thing. One thing that I can never forgive. The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But the rest of my family looked at me. They saw something different. They only saw me as a little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. Yeah, that's fair. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family, in order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. We are connected by heart and soul? Or are we? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? No. I was shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond, so instead, I said nothing. Yeah, yeah. That is the appropriate response, I believe. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence, and after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Oh man. Oh, that looks kind of scary. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Host Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that that's where it'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Okay. It should just be in the trash room then. And so, we're back in Hope's Peak. Let's go. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now that we're back in Hope's Peak Academy, Kyoko, thank you. I would have never gotten out of there without you. Nothing's necessary. I was just returning the favor. Yeah, we said that. So now what do we do? Oh, bleh. Now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out and I'm worried about you too, you help me so they might...
Listen.
You're worried. Yeah, of course.
So then,
let's just have a concrete answer.
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
however,
We try to hide. It's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing over getting caught, we should just give up right now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
right.
We can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. I'm still super uneasy about this. Okay. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. How do you know that? I don't even know what time it is, to be fair. Where? Oh, where?
Well,
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much, but Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. We're really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? The guilty party is exposed during a class trial. They alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to.
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted to excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But then when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position one person might protect another like
Right.
that. And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
however,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. The entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. Yep. You never imagined the possibility of being of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, then they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose. You talk a big game and you're saying the blackened is mean on Makoto.
Well,
Can you prove this?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine that makes such a bold claim without a shred of
that
evidence?
doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution, and would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire. God damn.
however,
So here we are confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think of you if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because of what we said. You know,
Listen to me.
despair can never kill hope. Ooh. Of course you can say, we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Oh. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
That's what we have
then
to
I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial, yeah. This will be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer and the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little, so it's time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be plausible, but it certainly make for one plenty of a climax.
in other words,
Bear puns. We haven't had any bear puns in a while. Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, it'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I am prepared to agree with your terms. God. Will hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? God damn it!
I can barely contain myself!
God. Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Yeah. And then we still have a shot at this. Yep.
Barrett!
This will be a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely fitting in.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries, that's right. Every last mystery that's clawing around the school, if you can do that.
I can barely contain myself!
And that'll be enough to qualify? Are you fucking kidding me? To qualify? Oh my god! As a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way... Oh my god. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
Guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've discovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
Hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. And you don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, and it bears repeating. Everything is based on school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Mukuro's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations, yeah. Which would mean that whoever killed Mukuro... Yeah. Very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began. God damn. Those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Yeah? Why do you go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. You get nothing. I got nothing left to say to you. Get lost, would ya? He seems emotionally unstable. He's a bear. Alright. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay. You're really gonna let me go? Don't even care anymore. You're gonna get your punishment later anyway. You need to start getting it ready. Super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Launcher?
Hey.
Come on, Makoto, let's go. I guess Monokuma is just laughing. Oh no, I don't have any ball! Fucking great ball. Alright. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were all out of the gym. Alright. Could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. What's up? Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Alright. Thank you, Kyoko. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However...
Don't thank me just yet, the real battle is still ahead of us. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal, but honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from the final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept.
Because...
It's all because of that one moment the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show... Yeah, they did.
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Yeah.
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept? You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
That's right. And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that and try and prove that despair is better than hope. And that's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer? Hell yeah!
Makoto.
Petty shit. I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led the mastermind to revealing their weakness. Okay. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, and the mastermind has had to be more particular in that than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That's precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial following all of the proper rules to get me killed. They began the trial that didn't have the right answer and then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you, and due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire world outside, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
Yeah. To prove the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was just a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me and another path opened up. Yeah, we could have just stayed here and had children or whatever. I am so tired, actually. Good lord. Ugh. I still can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was all just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
whew,
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. Totally couldn't tell you're nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. While presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah.
however,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn a chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. Yeah. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. You say that like we didn't already know that Monokuma was the enemy this entire time. Ow! We definitely knew that from the word go. Alright. Work together with everyone.
However-
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
Maybe. They're probably where? I didn't even see that. It's nighttime. So they're probably in their fucking rooms, I'd say. Oh. Unless they're in the dining room. I don't know. probably have to check. And suddenly we were greeted with... Oh. You again. Oh. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However-
I wonder what that was about. Huh.
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Jeez.
I'm just asking to
Did you
make
want
sure,
me to die?
but you're not a ghost, right?
Oh my god, Hagakure. Everyone was there, all my friends. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
That smell.
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, he smells like a wet dog. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably go take a bath. In a flash, my tears dried up, yeah. Still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. You realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego you saved my life.
That's right.
Not so many people can say that they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Why? Why would it? Why? What have I learned? So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we find new clues? No, we need to go find more clues! Okay. I'm sure Hagakure will have something dumb to say. Makoto! What was it like hanging out in the spirit world? Yeah, okay, I figured.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. And who the heck is Miss Cleo? It's kind of a deep cut, I guess. If you don't know anything about psychics.
I'm telling you.
Rotten. Physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in the garbage for a while. Oh god. Toko, please. Toko, stop! You smell even worse than me, way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. She's a weird lady.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
It's related to what I'll have to tell you all. I need to tell you about the last class trial.
In other words,
We're going to redo Mokuro's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. I like to keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto wasn't the killer, of course. It's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
She's saying is all the work of the mastermind. What you're saying is the mastermind killed Mukuro? It's like they didn't even think that was a possibility. That's right. All of it was an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you
Spotted
say?
the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
Yeah, true. I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. You said now it's the mastermind. Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery. But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right? I don't really know if nothing is correct.
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking with the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master, but he's not. I mean, while I want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway.
Yeah. I got it.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle, a rather interesting development.
But
Figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries. A pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. Not so sure about that, huh?
I
can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Oh. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step into Hope's Peak since the killing game began. A slicker glyph. Oh!
I see.
Yeah. I don't know how to spell Ultra Ball all of a sudden, and I
So
still
in
fucked
other
up.
words,
There we go. Mastermind would have had to set foot in school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, and there's no way he could have disguised a scene like
in
that.
other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. And the mastermind is one of the students. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning, and add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have had to have been with them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing here. Need I continue or do you get it now? You got a ball. You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
no way!
Can't be serious. I mean, we can be serious. Wait, you can't say for sure, like for sure yet. Monokuma might have said all that to confuse us.
indeed.
Certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility, and that is the one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed it, yeah.
I'm right, right?
And maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they were directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Bing bong.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true
How meta.
ending mode.
We're in true ending mode.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Nice. We get this. We get the rooms. We get the look.
Look wherever you want.
Let's go.
Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Why are you laughing?
Hmm?
Oh, how magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At
family.
this point, I can only rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Briggyea left the dining hall. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Can you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you were like coffee with cream. Without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless! So bye. Okay. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself too, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Okay. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But-
I mean, it's not that I don't trust anyone, you know?
Cause, I mean...
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. Aw. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. I don't know about that. It's really nice of you to say, but still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Thought we were not doing this together, actually. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. Obviously! You should just see us as splitting up to cover more ground, and then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monica said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. And with that, she was gone. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape. Okay, it's investigation time, bro. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to an explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife that went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open too. Yeah. After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. The garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get... We have a list of places to check. Alright. Time to save and close this for today. Alright. Wait, did that save? Did I... Okay, yeah. Off to the main menu we go. Oh, whoops. Oh, hey, I didn't know I could do that. How long have I been playing this fucking game? Anyway. My animated background up. Let's go. Alright. Is there even anything to announce before I get off? Pretty much announced everything at the beginning. The way my neck moves is starting to bug me a lot. Why is my controller not going away? Like, actually, why is it not going away? Ah. Alright. I have no fucking idea. Anyway. What did I say? Assuming this doesn't take more than just tomorrow's stream to finish. Next Friday, we'll do the rest of it, hopefully, at that point. Or if it is done tomorrow, we'll be slotting in Nie no Hakoniwa, which is another visual novel, gore, porn, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. Thinking, what else? I probably will just make like another announcement when it gets closer, but July 29th through the 5th of August is League of Legends week on Twitch, basically, and we're doing that. So I'll probably stream more than usual during that week. And then there's a TFT week as well, which I can't remember the dates for exactly. I think it's like the 11th through the 19th or something. And that week will be the same as well, where we'll probably just stream more than often and play a bunch of fucking TFT. So, oh shit. Obviously, if I play ranked, I can only bring one more person in, I think, on some days. Because you can only queue with 3 people for ranked. Otherwise, regular mode, we could just play with everybody, like 6 people or some garbage. And then for League itself, I think if anybody wants to join for ARAMs or actual Summoner's Rift, we'll have slots, but Arena's only 3 people, so I can't imagine. Yeah, ranked TFT. I'm almost out of like the pits. I've been playing a bunch of ranked TFT, so I'm literally like 2 wins away from getting out of silver, and then I can be like, yay, we're in the tryhards, let's go. Anyway. Basically, the main goal right now is to try to finish Danganronpa, get Silent Hill, a couple of endings done because somehow I fucked up that last one, and then start a new visual novel. After the like League and TFT weeks, I'll have an official date to set for the Nuzlocke to start. And then that will take up like every single slot until it's done. No, it's fine. We can play more ranked together. You'll be all right. uh, anyway, but I mean, even like right after this, we could probably do some. I'm just gonna probably sit here and start retexturing my model some more. I have a huge list of things I need to do, so we can probably do that. Also, when I start this Nuzlocke, we're having a miniature. What? You don't think you'll be able to get up to gold? You need to play on your own to get up to that point, damn it. Because right now, aren't you silver as well? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I don't want to nerf myself. Actually, trying to get up in ranks is kind of crazy. But I really dislike the, like, account level border on my avatar. I prefer, like, the TFT one. So, anyway. I'm gonna hop off here now. Oh, shit. Alright, well, we can play more TFT. Alright. I'll make... I'll make official announcements in, like, a week, probably. Ugh. That sounds terrible. Yeah, anyway. I'll make official announcements in, like, a week or so. There are 2 days that I might be off stream that may not be, like, scheduled days to be off stream. No, actually, never mind. It doesn't look like it at all. Anyway. Alright. Thanks for joining. We'll be back tomorrow with more Danganronpa and hopefully maybe finish it. I'm unsure. Catch the Gorbis. It's here. You know, Gorbis is like a really metal Pokemon. It like sucks the innards out of of other Pokemon. Anyway. Alright. See you tomorrow. Johnny.